Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys some awesome money making methods you can do from the start of Skyblock, and hopefully you can make yourself a bunch of coins to help you get armor like this, or maybe even work your way up to some even better stuff. For example, some Shadow Assassin armor, which I have, which is slightly more mid-game, and we can begin to sort of make you a bunch of coins. You can get up to millions and millions of coins. But without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So, my first one is going to be now. You can see around me the Jerry event is currently happening. I will get onto that in a second. You have to do it a certain way to get the most money out of that. But currently the mayor has changed actually, which is interesting. So Diana is now mayor. You can do this stuff. I think they'll make you a decent amount of coins doing those ancestral spade things. That might not be great for early game because you can't actually get up to the higher levels of Griffin Pet. If you want a detailed guide on it, I'm sure there's a few out there. But yeah, buy that and you can get yourself some feathers. Now, you probably want to use most of your early game ones to get yourself a bunch of that, get a bunch like the upgrades and things like that. But you can sell Griffin feathers for 45k, which I think is a very good price. Ancient claws, there's no point in selling. But Griffin feathers for 45k is a very good amount of coins, which is really awesome. So yeah, definitely try and do some of those while this mayor is live. But onto the Jerry event. This is really, really important early game. What you want to do is you want to go around and try and get yourself as many of these presents, but also you want to try and make sure you're logged in when the actual event happens, because that's how you make the most money. Now you get 20 presents, so that's about 100k if you don't do the event, which is quite easy to catch. If you can just find it every within like 4 hours of the event. I don't know if this video is going up the day of the event, so you might not be able to do it straight away, but just wait for the next one. But yeah, you can get 20 of these, and you can also get a gift compass. I can't remember how to use this thing. You can get yourself a gift compass, which will point you to where all of them are. I'll go get the rest of them in a sec. But yeah, you can go and sell these to the bazaar. I definitely don't recommend opening them unless you've got a lot of them and you think you can get some snow minions. And you only care is snow minions right now, and it's not really in the early game. So yeah, definitely sell them just for those four. I get 20k coins, which is really awesome. Good early game boost to do that for you. Now, another really good early game way to do it, I don't think the pig. So, I was going to say something about the shiny pigs and all that stuff, but I don't think they are currently in the game. They might still be because the mayor is now gone, so you can't actually do much of that. But yeah, let's head over to the Spider's Den, because that recently got an update, and I don't know if many people know about this, but there is a bunch of stuff you can do over here in the early game that's going to help you out quite a lot. I've tried this a few times, but yeah, you definitely want to do this. So, in order to do this tactic, what you've got to do is you've just got to go over to the archaeologist NPC, who is all the way over here. I believe he's somewhere up here. Yeah. The archaeologist. So you talk to him once, and then you go look for relics. Now these relics will give you 10k coins, or if you find an Uber relic, they'll give you 30k coins, I think, which is very nice. Most of these are underground, but you can find a good few of them up above the ground. So you've got one here that'll get you 10k, and then there's one all the way down off the side. But be careful because it's very difficult to get down there. There's also one in the side of this hill. There's one over there. Just look. You can look up on the wiki. There's a full page with all of the locations. Which is very nice. Now, another thing you can do in the Spider's Den, which I'd recommend, or you can do some of it in the Spider's Den, is leveling up your bestiary. Now, the reason this is important, I think people overlook this quite a lot, but this is very important because if you see there, I get 1 million combat XP in just 2 more tiers of this. I think people have kind of forgotten about this, but yeah, if you do that, then you'll get if you manage to level up your bestiary, you'll get a lot of combat XP. 1 million combat XP will be very useful. Now, what I'm going to do with that 1 million combat XP is level up my pets. Now, I'd suggest getting yourself maybe a legendary wolf. That's always nice. And yeah, try and level them up. You can probably level it up in one go. You can probably level it up to around 60 odd with 1 million XP. Obviously, if you're a low bestiary level, which you probably are in the early game, you'll have to work on it quite a lot to actually level this up. This is slightly more end game, mid game. But then you can level up your pets and then sell them back to people. You can flip pets by just leveling them up. Now, what you probably want is a high taming skill, I think, because then that will get you more pet XP, which is really nice. So if you have taming like 50, you'll be able to get much more XP than anyone else, which is awesome. So yeah, that's how you can flip pets. Also, I wanted to think about obviously most people once you've passed the early game, like you've got all the collections, you've got everything sorted out. What I'd suggest moving on to is probably minions. They are the most important thing early game. But along the way, you can do a few other things. Now, whenever there's a mare called Aatrox, now he obviously hasn't been in for a while. You had Technoblade and Dante. You can definitely grind Slayers. Now, Slayers are interesting. Sometimes you can't really make money from them, but what I'd suggest you do is for any decent player, I think tier 3s are the good one. For revs, if you have decent stuff, if you have the stuff to kill at 400,000 health, 120 DPS, I'd suggest doing rev 3s because they're the cheapest and they'll give you the most rewards during Aatrox. You'll probably be able to make foul flesh or get foul flesh from the drops because you get extra drops from Aatrox and stuff like that. That'll give you a ton of money by just flipping Slayers, which is very awesome. It also gets you some Slayer XP along the way. But if you do want Slayer XP, I go for the higher level. So how can I? So can you still get to the tech? You can still get to the techno shop. Okay, nice. So you can still buy these golden orbs, and you can still do the pigs. So yeah, that's interesting. Now these things do give you a decent amount of money. Actually, hopefully I can get some money on live for you guys here. But you can get potatoes, you can get pork chops, which is very nice. I had 3,000 coins, so that made me back my coins at least, and you can probably make even more than that. 3,000 coins isn't very much. Yeah, you can make tons. You can get like 32 enchanted potatoes, which is very nice. But yeah, getting on to back to the Jerry event. I mentioned that you need to be on for the event. The reason that is obviously if you do the event, you get a decent amount of damage. You'll get a ton of presents. Now those presents can be sold, and if you get the higher level presents, you make a lot of money. So the red gifts are 71k. That is ridiculous. So yeah, you'll make a lot of money if you do that. I'd highly recommend that. But yeah. One last thing I wanted to say. This is probably you've probably already done this, or you've done it by accident. What you want to do is you want to definitely claim your free booster cookie because if you haven't done this, you're going to miss out on a lot of coins. Now, people have said that the most value for money thing to spend your bits on once you get the cookie and you eat it, it will give you up to 4,800 bits. So the best thing to spend it on is apparently the Kismet Feather. I'm not exactly sure though on that. I normally go for a God Potion or maybe a Heat Core. Those are quite good. But yeah, I'd probably suggest Kismet Feather, God Potion, or Heat Core. Those are the best three, I think. And then you can go and sell these things to the auction house and do stuff like that. Now, once you've done all of those things, you've probably got a decent amount of coins when you can start investing into your minion setup. Obviously, this isn't a specific video on minions, so I won't go into it too much. But I highly suggest clay minions are very good if you don't have startup costs to buy snow minions. Just go for something like this. Like if you can see, I haven't collected these in ages, but you get a lot of money from just doing that. You do need to invest a lot though. You need to put super compactors, diamond spreadings, enchanted lava buckets, and all of them to get them working at maximum speed. But once you have that, you can make a lot of money. The other day, because I didn't collect it in so long, I had enchanted diamond blocks from just diamond spreading, so that's ridiculous. And you'll make a lot of money just by doing this. You've got 479,000 for doing nothing, basically, just by placing down this minion and upgrading it to tier 11 and stuff like that. Now, farming is a very good method, but you probably don't have the startup cost for it just yet, and you probably haven't built any farms. So there's a lot of specific videos on my channel on how to do that. But yeah, basically you just want to do these as many of these events as you can. Apparently I do have an unclaimed event, but I don't think I do. There we go. Oh, I got a bronze meadow. I think that's because I remember I did I was doing the shiny pigs and I managed to get me a bronze meadow and potatoes. It was really funny. So yeah, we got Turbo Potato 1. These Jacob's tickets can be spent on other stuff. Now this stuff will help you make more money from farming, especially this mathematical hoe blueprint. Definitely would recommend those. But then these Jacob's tickets, if you don't want to spend it on anything, you could sell them. They don't go for very much anymore, so I wouldn't recommend selling them. I just keep them for yourself. They used to go for like 20k, so yeah, that was worth it then, but not right now. Yeah, there's probably a few money making methods you're screaming at me to say, like the bazaar, flipping stuff, and auction house. I do obviously think these are good methods. One I'd like to do is the flipping fragments. That is always very good. You buy enough fragments to build a piece of armor. So say 40k, 40 to make some young boots. That costs 155k. And then if you look in the auction house, you can find young boots. Then yeah, it's lowest price, and you'll see that they're going for 160k right now. I can't remember what it said, but that might be a good flip. That they are, everything is going down in price at the moment, it looks like. But if you look, Young Frag's 40, it was what, 160k, so you would make 5k, but probably after tax you wouldn't make too much. Yeah, the thing is, you've got to sort of work on that slowly. So they've actually fixed up everything. I haven't been playing too much Skyblock, except that thing that hasn't been fixed yet. So yeah, you can flip a lot of stuff. There's a lot of other flips. Probably watch a different video to see flips in depth, but because I don't have too many up-to-date ones. But yeah, there's one more thing I wanted to mention, and it's obviously once you've got all of these things, got minion set up, got everything done, and you just have a lot of money to burn, I'd suggest working on a dungeons gear. Now, the reason I'd say this is because dungeons can make you back a lot of money if you do it right. Now, I'm not going to cover any endgame dungeon stuff because I don't really know it, and also this is an early game video, so what I'd suggest is anything from 1 to 3. Obviously, don't get rewards for entrance. You can get lots of good stuff. Now, Ultimate Wise is definitely a thing you want to look at. If you see an Ultimate Wise book in your reward chest, you can buy it for like 50k coins or 100k coins and then flip it on the auction house for even more if it currently sells. I'm not exactly sure. And there's a lot of other stuff you can flip. Now, I definitely say if you can do better dungeons floors, I'd do them, but they're really hard if you don't have a high catacombs level like me. I only have catacombs 14, I think. Yeah, so it's difficult to go any higher than floor 3 for me. So these ones, you can't even get to. Nobody's going to be able to do floor 7 currently that's watching this video probably. But it's catacombs 24, so if you can do that, you will get a lot more money. It's basically the higher you go, you make more money. In dungeons, you just have to flip different armor pieces, different items. You'll get to know, as you play more of that floor, you'll get to know which items sell and which you can make profit on. You can even ask the people in your party to help you figure out what is profit and what isn't. Yeah, but other than that, that is basically how I make most of my money. If you want to see, I currently have, I believe it's like something like 50-something million coins. So I make most of my coins from minions, but you can use all of these methods today to help you guys make yourself some money. So that's 57 million now, which is really awesome. Plus the 9 mil, so that's like 60-something mil, which is really awesome. And yeah, hopefully you guys can make yourselves some money as well. But that's going to do it for today, so if you did enjoy, please do like, subscribe. We're barreling towards 300 subscribers. We're getting 20 subs a day at some point. And thank you guys so much. So goodbye.